Welcome to the Official Personality Guru. The INFP is one of the 16 personalities in Myers-Briggs. INFP stands for Introverted Intuition, Feeling, and Perceiving. They are dominated by introverted feeling, followed by extroverted intuition and introverted sensing, and lastly, extroverted thinking. They belong to the Idealist family with the INFJ, ENFJ, and ENFP. They make for a great friend, cheerleader, and dreamer. They have an endless ether of imagination and creativity. They are truly beautiful, warm-hearted people, and they are like cute little pandas that need quiet time and naps. They are soulful, and that's fantastic. But they need help with some of the practical burdens of life. They will be your friend through thick and thin. They can take on the world, they can make everyone smile, and they're some of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. We all have our struggles in this world. The following are some of the unique struggles INFP personalities tend to endure. Today, let's talk about the INFP sheltered and what being sheltered does to the INFP personality. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the Official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. While knowing someone's personality type can help to understand them better, other things can affect someone's behavior. Some people are going to behave differently depending on how well they have developed certain functions in their stack. For some, growing up sheltered can cause them to focus too much on their dominant functions, and so they struggle to develop other parts of themselves and grow in healthy ways. Being sheltered separates people from the world around them, and so their views can sometimes be altered because of this. Depending on just how sheltered they are growing up, the INFP can certainly exhibit different behaviors than an INFP who has been exposed to more things. Since they are naturally curious people who need to be able to explore different options and activities, being sheltered can shut them off from this. For the INFP, being disconnected from different viewpoints and being unable to explore can cause them to lack self-exploration as well. Without seeing different options, the INFP might not be able to learn what they do or do not enjoy themselves. The sheltered INFP. When INFP is sheltered from a young age, they can become disconnected from the outside world. This causes them to have a somewhat skewed and maybe even naive view of things. They become so caught up in the views they have known from childhood, and instead don't get the chance to open up to other ideas and beliefs. For the INFP, being closed off from being able to explore makes them feel a bit trapped without fully realizing why. They become hyper-focused on their internal morals, but these morals aren't often aware of the way things truly are. They have a hard time seeing other people's views and will only see their own as accurate. They become closed-minded but might not admit this or realize this about themselves. Since INFPs want to be open-minded and understanding people, it becomes difficult to accept that this might not be the case. While the INFP has been allowed to explore the world and see things outside of their narrow view, they become much more open to people and their unique beliefs. How about you as an INFP or any other personality type? What does being sheltered do to you? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. The INFP who is sheltered likely has a hard time listening to other people's opinions, especially when they don't line up with what they believe or have seen. This makes the INFP much more defensive, and so they might shout out at people who don't agree with the things they believe in and hold as important to their moral view. They have a hard time seeing where other people are coming from and don't know how to be understanding their point of view. They don't want to deal with people who are argumentative and will see those people rude and selfish. If someone enjoys debating and hearing other people's opposing views, the INFP might misunderstand this and see it as simply being arrogant. They don't have the same ability to connect with people and be welcoming to their thoughts and personal beliefs. The sheltered INFP holds so tightly to their internal morals, but they don't necessarily have a firm grasp on who they are. For the INFP, to understand themselves and the things which matter most to them, they need to be able to open themselves up to the world around them. This helps them analyze their feelings and needs because they get to see the options around them. They might explore different sides and in the end, realize that they don't enjoy those things. But the INFP needs to be able to try them regardless. The sheltered INFP can have an overly optimistic view of life and the world. They have high expectations of how things will turn out since they believe everything will somehow work itself out the way it's meant to. They become upset when things don't go perfectly or when people don't live up to the idealistic view they might have conceived of them. INFPs, as they get older, can become much more realistic about the world and have more reasonable expectations about love and romance. But the sheltered INFP struggles with this. They see the potential and good inside people, and this causes them to expect some sort of perfection from life and love. They can become so caught up in this idealistic mentality, and so it causes them to experience an overwhelming amount of disappointment throughout their lives. Without being exposed to different experiences, the INFP only sees things in a black and white view and doesn't know how to temper their expectations of things. If they fail or don't accomplish a goal they have set, they take this incredibly hard and might not know how to handle the fallout of the situation. Before we continue, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the Official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. A deep awareness of the emotions around them. INFPs are highly in tune with their own emotions and also the emotional safety and tension of the environment. They have sensitive antenna for conflict and strain in the atmosphere and will do what they can to avoid it or heal it. They care deeply for their loved ones and will experience great inner turmoil if their home is a place of conflict. A rich imagination. INFPs are extremely imaginative and idealistic. As children, they often make up fantasy stories in their heads and enjoy daydreaming about the future and all its possibilities. While other children might want constant stimulation, young INFPs can be entertained with their lush, visionary ideas. Unfortunately, some INFP children are dissuaded in their imagination, and this can lead to devastating results. Deep, intense emotions. The first mental process that INFPs develop is called introverted feeling, or FI for short. This function is all about processing one's own values, emotions, and gut feelings and understanding what is important and what it all means. INFPs are sensitive, gentle children and feel things very deeply. Insults, harsh words, neglect, or rejection all hit them harder than many other types because they take it so seriously and feel it so deeply. They may appear quiet and easygoing on the outside, but many INFPs feel much more intensely on the inside than people realize. They won't usually open up about their feelings unless a great deal of trust has been established. Love for misfits. INFPs tend to feel like misfits growing up. After all, they only make up 4.4% of the US population. They have a heart for the misunderstood, rejected, or lost people and animals of the world. They are the kinds of children who will pick out the ugliest, most abused animal in the animal shelter and call it theirs. They have a driving desire to protect anyone who seems left out or marginalized, and this follows them throughout the life and tends to inspire many of the causes they fight for or defend. The open-minded INFP. When the INFP has been exposed to the outside world more and hasn't been overly sheltered, they are much different. They learn more about other people's views and can become understanding when they don't necessarily agree with them. Their inner morals are based on more solid beliefs, so they know when they are sure about something and can stand by this firmly. They can certainly hear what other people have to say, but that doesn't mean they will falter in their inner feelings. The healthy INFP might not bend on those important beliefs and morals, but they are much more open to hearing what people have to say without feeling like they are being argumentative. Although they are much more open to the world around them, even healthy INFP can become frustrated with people who try to force their beliefs on them. They don't mind hearing about these things. They just don't want to feel like someone is trying to change them and what they know to be right and true in their heart.